Yo hoy, yo hoy, yo hoy, hoy. What's up, guys? We got Sabrina Change Wish, Season 5, Episode 9, Lost at Sea. So, anyway, this episode starts off with Sam the cat, looking through some magazines when Zelda's calling Hilda, because for some reason Hilda's not in this episode, and she's like, hey, Hilda starts her first jury duty, other realm jury duty, and yeah, and she's against this guy named Ron, and Sam's like, hey, he and him were like friends or something, and she's like, are you and the guy she's going up against business partner? And he's like, yeah. So Sam decides to start his own business. So after the intro, and Zell puts him in a raincoat for some reason. So after the intro, we cut to Adam's College where we see Sabrina, Roxy, and Miles in a line for their teacher to give them their 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 papers, and Sabrina gets a C, which she is not happy about because she always likes getting an A. So if she gets that C, she is not happy. But since Roxy and Miles don't know her that very well, they don't understand this and think that it's normal for someone to get a C, but not for Sabrina, not for her. So so yeah, so Salem the cat tries to promote a business venture he's doing, and tries to promote a business venture he's doing called Cattopia, and yeah, so yeah, so anyway, since Zelda's the professor at Sabrina's college, Sabrina Sabrina runs into Zelda, and Sabrina's like, "Hey, my teacher I guess she got a C," and Zelda's like, "Oh, poor thing, like you got a C," and yeah, so Zelda's like, "Hey, I'll go talk to your teacher." There's a funny thing earlier on where they're talking, and Sabrina locks him out of the bathroom because locks him. He's trying to get into the bathroom, and Sabrina locks the door. Trying to get into the bathroom, and Sabrina locks the door. It's just so funny. So anyway, yeah. So he tries to talk. So Zelda tries to talk to the professor guy, and they kind of fall in love. like like yeah, they kind of fall in love, and the guy gives Sabrina an A, and and Sabrina totally changes her outfit through this entire episode. So yeah, so Sabrina finally gets her A, and her friends are like, and Sabrina's like, I did not get that A because of her aunt and her teacher dating, and and Miles and Roxy are like, of course you did, and it's just like, hmm, so so and so anyway, Sam the cat so, somehow comes to Sabrina's college room door window in her dorm and decides to say, "Hey, we try out his new cologne. We try out his thing." And yeah, so yeah, so anyway, next day, Principal Carlin, that's the professor's name, Professor Carlin to come to the house, and basically it starts off good, but basically it just dissolves into a fight between Zelda and Sabrina, and 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 Sam the cat's like, and Sabrina's like, hey Sam, the thing that you gave me is kind of rotting or something, and yeah, so he's like, hey, maybe I should try peanut butter. So they get into a fight. Sabrina's Sabrina tries to like calm them down, saying, "Hey, she." He takes a jab at Sabrina. Zelda says, "Hey." don't do that. Sabrina's like, oh, he can do that, and it's just like, and yeah, so so yeah, so so next day at school, Sabrina does the same thing without locking him out of his classroom with her magic, and decides to go to him and say, here's her, essay thing. Here's her, essay thing that she was told writing, her here's her thing, and she even gives him a basket of peanut butter for some reason, because they needed Salem's product to work. He was even driving a forklift in the earlier scene, but yeah. So he's like, hey, I'll look it over, and gives Sabrina, and realizes that he looks over and gives Sabrina like an A or something. But anyway, that's kind of it for this episode. It's an okay episode. Yeah, Sabrina changed. Yeah, it's great to be back with my reviews of the show because I missed reviewing the show. It's a great show, and yeah, it's a great '90s classic. So the only character I miss in the show is Harvey. I miss him. Please bring him back, show. Please bring Harvey can go back. We miss him. I know that the show probably gonna do that because of its switch between shows, but I still miss the dude. Like he was through the show from season 1 all the way to season 4, and on that season 4 finale was a major cliffhanger that will never probably get resolved, or will. We'll just have to wait to find out. But anyway, that wraps up this video of Sabrina Teenage Witch episode season 5 episode 9, titled Lost at Sea. Obviously, the streaming service that I watched this on had the at do like an at symbol, which kind of makes no sense. But then when I looked it on IMDb, it had the regular AT. Don't know why. On Paramount Plus, there was a symbol for the episode, an at symbol. I don't get it. It makes no sense. But yeah. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Bam!